of right now, my GPS says that I'll be like 20 minutes late. I just wanted to. My name is Hussein. I'm a musician. نه چهارمو که بعد میمدی بالا و بعد میمدی به سمت شیشم همینجور سرده. بعد گمان گشتم بعد. You could make it closer to the grid. Is there AI for that? Like they try. میخوری 8-ounce medium roast coffee. You don't see a lot of flash in Vancouver, you know. First draft of the lyrics had social and political connotation, and then the third loop is.
I actually like that one. It almost feels like a bar of 7 and an 8.
یعنی اینجوری ادامه میدیم بقیه‌شو درسته؟ اینه آره درست. این لایو میزنیم آقا. Okay, is this good enough? And then we'll do another take. I don't like listening to my own work at all. Sorry, baby. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, is this Ibars?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey man, it's Hussein. I have a booking with you today at 3 p.m.
Yes.
I'm just calling to let you know that I'm driving from North Van, and because of the rain, I guess, there's a lot of traffic. As of right now, my GPS says that I'll be like 20 minutes late. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
That's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I know. Drive safe, you know. Don't rush.
Thanks, man. I look forward to the session.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Bye-bye. My name is Hussein. I'm a musician and filmmaker, I guess, based in Vancouver, British Columbia. Today is February 22nd, 2025. Very rainy in Vancouver today. We are heading to a studio to record a couple of music pieces. Hey, hello.
Hi, how's it going? Is this where we record? This is where we record. Yeah.
I am the producer and the arranger, and I also play the bass sitar.
How are you, man?
You record on Pro Tools, right? This is the first time I'm taking this instrument to a studio. Instrument is not super loud. I mean, at rehearsals and in live shows, I mic this with a pickup, a very cheap pickup, like $25 off Amazon. So you can try this and see what it sounds like. And we can set up a condenser too. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Yeah, that's all I need. These are all Persian instruments. My good friend Amin Rezakhani will be playing the santur. Another good friend of mine, Bijan Rahmani, will be playing the tumbak. We have Sina Pakdel here. He's our videographer. The studio is in a city named New Westminster. But before heading to the studio, we're going to stop at a Canadian coffee shop to pick up some coffee. چی می‌خوری؟ Canadian coffee. 8-ounce medium roast coffee, please. And a muffin. The way you think about logistics and efficiency also impacts your aesthetics. 3 instruments, we overdub them. I typically, when I record, I only do like 2 takes. I've always managed to get it in 2 takes, but you know, like, since they're all acoustic instruments and we're going to be using condensers, I guess like I'd rather not get the bleed. Vancouver generally has a minimal way of living. You don't see a lot of flash in Vancouver. You don't see a lot of glamour in Vancouver. The city is mostly about modesty and quiet and nature and minimalism, which I have embraced. I don't know. The reason is because deep down my character is like that too, or I've been exposed to it for a long time. So the same principles do tend to show up in my work too. And like a lot of the work that I recorded in Vancouver was with a Vancouverite audio engineer. So, and I always ask the people that I work with for their creative feedback too on the work. This back and forth has also shaped my aesthetics. The first one is called Pigeon, I guess.
I'm not fun at parties, let me tell you that.
Hey man, we got other people to be fun at parties, you know. You don't have a lot of people that are good at sound, but the content that we're recording is a intro piece written by yours truly and a very minimal arrangement on a old Persian song from the Qajar era in Iran. The song was written by a prince named Hissam al-Sultan Murad. Lyrics of it were written by Malak al-Shu'ara Bahar, who was a politically inclined poet in Persian history. The first draft of the lyrics had social and political connotations. The king didn't take too kindly to it, so they had to change the lyrics to a love song, a little softer, socially speaking. The intro is in the mode of Shur, and the love song is in the sub mode of Abu Atta. See what I played here? Okay. So this stuff gets looped, you know what I mean? And here.
Okay.
Right. I mean, we don't have to do it right now. We can record all the instruments and then loop everything together. Whatever makes your life easier. You play it from here. Yeah, it's a very simple pattern. It's perfect. It's not easy to make a living as an artist. Staying the course and remaining on the path is the fight, for sure. Like the kind of work that we do, a lot of what makes it possible is the network that you manage to build over the years. I have made a lot of connections. Most of them have not turned out to be super useful to the kind of work that I wanted to do, but the ones that I have kept and the ones that I have made a case of maintaining, they are very crucial to the work that I do. I've had the misfortune of working with people that have not been very useful. Even though super talented, extremely talented, they've not had the same outlook on the kind of work that needs to get done and the way that work gets done. So, you know, I've decided not to pursue those connections. Right, roll forward. Same deal as the other one. Can you hear it again? Right.
Right there.
Right. It works. I think it works. It's fine. As long as it's in rhythm, it's fine. And then the third loop is.
I actually like that one. It almost feels like a bar of 7 and an 8.
Does it sound a little rushed? No. Enter. Right. Can you hear my breathing?
Yeah.
Kind of feel like it's a little rushed. I don't know if you could make it closer to the grid. Is there AI for that? The second one is the cleanest one from here. And so, can you hear it again? This note. You hit this note. Right there. When I started working in Vancouver, I was a single guy, not a lot of commitments. Fast forward to today, which is about 12 years later, 13 years later, I'm married with 2 kids. Like they try to be back. الو نه من اومدم تو پارکینگ از در پشتی باید بیای ببین بذار بیام بیرون ببینم پیدات کنم این منم یا این تو نیستی سرده بدگمان گشتم بر تو باری نه 4مو که بعد میمدی بالا و بعد میمدی به سمت 6م همینجور بعد از 6م هم بعد رد گوگل رو دنبال کن بیا آقا کمک دیدی منو بغل ماشین من جلوی در پاک بیجانه اینجا percussionist is here. It's been 7 years I've been working with this guy, maybe more, 10 years, I don't know. He's like family now. Sina, I mean. آقا یه دور بریم اینجوری لب میزنم یعنی اینجوری ادامه میدیم بقیه‌شو درسته؟ آها We do need cans just so we can hear like this instrument is too quiet. Now live میزنیم آقا. Okay, is this good enough? And then we'll do another take from the top to the tempo drop, and then we'll move on to the remainder of the piece. دیدای این از ضرب یک شروع میشه. اینه آره درست. I don't like listening to my own work at all. I mean when you get into the process of making something, like your attention becomes focused on hearing the flaws and the problems in the work and fixing them to make it as best as it can be. And then when you get to that mindset of listening for mistakes, listening for flaws, it's really hard to get out of it. So every time you hear your own work, you're looking for weaknesses and for flaws, and that becomes a very draining and discouraging process. That's the main reason I don't really like to listen to my own work. Like you can't always fix absolutely every single issue, right? You just gotta fix the most of it, and you gotta give up at some point. But you still keep hearing the stuff that you didn't fix, even when the work is long finished. If I hear the same kind of flaw in someone else's work, I'm a lot more forgiving than I am when I hear my own work. I guess I'm not mature enough to be able to accept my work with its flaws. That does come handy when you're at the stage of fixing things in the work, but when it comes to appreciating what you do, it's not a very good mindset, and it's something that I need to work on. Make it sound like 20 people are singing.
تو از کارهایی که 20 سال پیش کردی یادته؟
از این کبوتر بریم؟
من صدای بیژن میشنم اعتماد به نفسم میره.
نوتا رو نکشین.
ای کبوتر از قدم آشیان.
وقتی در نوتی میاد دوتا بیت میشنویم. رو سومی میریم.
ای کبوتر از
Start there and you guys can sing if this is working for you or not. You can just sing me to it so I can adjust your level.
Okay, sure. Arrivederci. Any time working on your craft is time well spent in it. But I was hoping to get both the recording of both pieces done. It did not work out that way. We only finished one piece, and it sounded pretty good. So time well spent, I guess. When I tell people that, look, I've had really shitty experiences in studios, I don't joke. Like, I have had really bad studio days. I've had disappointing months. I've gone to studios like 4 or 5 days back to back trying to get one piece done with some artists, and it's just not worked out. For me still to go to the studio and capture an entire piece, and like a piece that has like dynamics, so much up and down and so much detail, and have it live recorded and do justice to the music is a super successful day. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that was the story of how I spent February 22nd, 2025 in Vancouver, BC as a musician, as a migrant musician, I guess. If you guys like to see more of the stuff and more of my adventures as an artist, I'd appreciate you guys liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and maybe telling your friends about the stuff that you saw, so I can produce more of this. I really enjoy doing creative work, and whatever support that I can get in following my passion, following my work, is much appreciated.